Welcome to Hospitality Reinvented. I am your host, Doug Radke, and this is episode number 9 of this new podcast and video series where we look to break the status quo and the old thinking that has plagued the bar, restaurant, and hotel industry over the years. Today, I am going to jump right into it with something very blunt. You will fail. I'm serious. If you try to launch, stabilize, or scale a bar, restaurant, or hotel, without strategic clarity, failure is almost guaranteed. That might sound harsh, but let's be real. The number one reason that businesses close is because they lack clarity. And today we are talking about how to fix that by building clarity from the ground up. Now, let me start by asking you this. Can you answer these questions that I'm about to go through with absolute confidence? If not, you are already behind. Clarity isn't optional. It's your compass. It is non-negotiable. Without clarity, you're just reacting. With it, you are leading. So let's dig deeper into what strategic clarity really means and why your business cannot succeed without it. Strategic clarity goes far beyond just writing a mission statement or setting some sales goals. It's about building a solid foundation that guides every single decision, from idea to concept to hiring your staff to launching and everything in between. Strategic clarity is the DNA of your business. So when we talk about strategic clarity, we're talking about answering these 4 very critical questions with precision. The first question is, who are you? This isn't just your business name or your concept. It is your brand's identity. What values define you? What emotions should guests experience when they walk through the doors of your business? If you don't know who you are, how will your team or your guests ever understand your brand? Now, the second question is, where are you going? What is your long-term vision here? Are you building a local favorite or a national brand? Are you scaling? Are you, stabilizing right now? Strategic clarity means having a well-defined destination so that you can reverse engineer all of the steps needed to get you there. Now, the third question is, why are you doing this? This is your mission. The reason your business exists beyond just making money. Why should guests care? Why should employees want to work for you? Why should investors believe in your vision? Your why is your North Star. This is what should keep you focused. And the fourth question is, how will you get there? This is where most businesses fail because they skip straight to the tactics without building the strategy first. So how will you open, operate, and grow? How will you fund the business? How will you build both, guest loyalty and retain staff? Every single detail must align with your identity, your goals, and your purpose. And when you answer these questions in great detail, you will see that strategic clarity creates alignment across every single aspect of your business. Your menu, your rooms, to your service standards, your marketing campaigns, and even the design of your spaces should all work in harmony towards a shared purpose. And when clarity is lacking, businesses end up with disjointed experiences, confused customers and guests, and burnt out teams. This is when a business starts to spiral. Now, here's the thing. One of the biggest misconceptions that I see when talking to bars, restaurants, and hotels is that business owners think that they can just, set it and forget it. Strategic clarity isn't a one-time task. It is an ongoing discipline. Markets evolve, trends change, and the competition increases. Revisiting your strategy plans multiple times throughout the year keeps you adaptable. It keeps you focused and ahead of the game. Businesses that embrace this mindset are known to grow faster, adapt better, and stay relevant longer than those that do not do that. That said, the biggest byproduct of strategic clarity is confidence. And when you know exactly who you are, where you are headed, why you exist, and how you will get there, every single decision becomes easier. You will lead your business with confidence. You will attract the right team. You will create unforgettable guest experiences. And without clarity, you will make emotional, inconsistent decisions that confuse your team and then alienate your guests. With clarity, you will operate with purpose, precision, and power. Strategic clarity is the framework that builds successful hospitality businesses from the inside out. I guarantee you that every high-performing brand that you admire is rooted in clarity. If you want to survive and win in this industry, it is time to take clarity seriously. Let's be real. The failure rate in this industry is so high because they lack the strategic clarity that's needed. It's not because of competition or labor shortages or even inflation. Those are just symptoms of a deeper strategic issue. Clarity is the cure to all of those problems. Every single problem or challenge that you think of that you could be solved can be solved through clarity. Let's take a minute to go through some of the common failures in this industry and how they all tie back to strategic clarity. One is a lack of clear vision. Many owners dive into the hospitality industry driven by passion, but without a defined long-term vision. They open with the idea, of serving great food or creating this really cool bar or investing in a hotel because they love travel and hear that hotels make some good money. But that's not a business strategy. It is a vague aspiration. Without a clear vision of where you are going, you can't develop actionable steps to get you there. You'll end up chasing trends, making some, knee-jerk kind of decisions, and ultimately losing your identity in the sea of competitors that are out there. Now, another reason is no feasibility study or market research. Now, here's a question. How can you win if you don't know what game you are playing? How many businesses skip market research is astounding, assuming that their concept will just, work, or because they've lived in the market and they know the market like the back of their hand. I hear this all the time, but hospitality is one of the most competitive industries in the world. You have to know your true target market, understand demographics and sociographics, and calculate whether there's enough demand to sustain your concept, which is something that we will be touching on in some future episodes. I've seen operators sign leases before running feasibility studies only to realize that the location can't support their business model. This leads to some very crippling losses before they even open. Now, another reason is poor financial planning. Now, here's a cold, hard truth. Hope is not a financial strategy. I've said this before. Many businesses fail because they underestimate the startup costs, the ongoing expenses, or the time that it takes to become profitable in this industry. They either don't have a financial playbook or they rely on guesswork. Without clarity on cash flow and operating margins and profit expectations, financial instability is 100% inevitable. Successful businesses track financial performance before the first guest even walks through the door. Now, another reason for failure is having a disconnected brand identity. Your brand is more than just a logo. It's the entire staff and guest experience that you have. It's how people remember you and talk about you. Yet I still see today businesses fail because their brand is inconsistent or just forgettable. Brand strategy must be clear, authentic, and really woven into every staff and guest touch point, which is something, again, that we're going to touch on more very soon. Another reason for failure is having reactive, not proactive operations. Reactionary leadership is a business killer. Many operators spend their days fighting fires because they lack operational clarity. They react to problems as they occur rather than anticipating challenges through strong operational systems and clear standard operating procedures or SOPs. Businesses with operational clarity, have those SOPs for every aspect of the business, from service standards to staff training. They operate smoothly because every team member knows exactly what to do, when to do it, and why it matters. If your business relies on you being there every single day, you are going to fail. Another reason is weak marketing and also some tech integrations. The whole, build it and they will come is an absolute myth. It's bullshit. I seen a speaker session being promoted just the other day at an upcoming conference, and I just shook my head in disbelief that they're still pushing that. Great concepts don't succeed if no one knows they exist. I've seen incredible restaurants close because of poor marketing strategies and also outdated technology systems. A strong marketing playbook that leverages a variety of tools such as social media and influencer partnerships and data-driven campaigns is what will help you win. And if you add in some seamless tech stacks, you are just setting yourself up for success. Now, another reason for closing, and I will leave this as the last one for now, is ignoring the guest and employee experience. As I have said on some previous episodes, hospitality is a people-first business. Yet, many operators focus solely on the transaction while ignoring the experience for both the guests and their staff. You need clarity on how to create memorable guest experiences while fostering a positive workplace culture. If you can't retain great staff or wow your guests, you won't survive. Every single reason a hospitality business fails comes back to one root cause: a lack of strategic clarity. And if you don't have a clear roadmap, every challenge will hit harder, every setback will feel impossible, and every success will be short-lived. The businesses that last, that crush it and scale, are the ones that invest in clarity from the start and then revisit constantly throughout the year. Don't leave your business's future to chance. Build it, on a foundation of clarity and purpose and action. Now, before I wrap up here, I want to talk about just one more thing. Let's talk about one of the biggest misconceptions in strategy: the difference between plans and playbooks. If you think they are the same thing, you are again setting yourself up for failure because you just cannot rely just on plans. So what is a plan? Everyone likely thinks about, the business plan. A business plan on its own is static. It is a document that maybe, outlines your concept, your target market, some goals, and has some very basic financial projections. It's often created with banks and lenders or investors maybe in mind, and once it's submitted, it usually gets tucked away and rarely visited again. Now, if you're operating, when's the last time that you looked at your original business plan? I want to know that answer. The problem with traditional business plans is that they assume the market stays the same, that your competitors just don't evolve, and operations run perfectly from day one. But hospitality is unpredictable. Things will change, and you need a more dynamic approach. So what is a playbook then? A playbook, or a full, suite of playbooks, is an active, evolving system. It's a detailed guide that outlines not only what your goals are, but how to achieve them step by step. Playbooks anticipate challenges. They provide contingency plans, and they include actionable tactics that you and your team can refer to every single day. Why will playbooks win every single time? Because they are adaptable. We all should know market conditions and labor challenges and guest expectations. They're changing constantly. So playbooks evolve with your business. They're also tactical. They don't just say what needs to be done. They detail who, when, and how. Every person or department knows what to expect. They can also empower your team. A playbook equips your entire team with clear goals and responsibilities and roles. It's built for action, not just approvals. And finally, they are also measurable. Playbooks align with your KPIs and the metrics that allow you to track success in real time and adjust as needed. I have worked with hundreds of bars, restaurants, and hotels, and those with Playbooks outperform those with static plans every single time. Why? Because Playbooks close the gap between strategy and execution. They transform ideas into daily action steps that drive growth, profitability, and resilience. So what playbooks should you have? That's what the next 8 or so episodes are going to be about. A deep dive into every single playbook that you need to be successful and to have the clarity you need to win. If you want to build a hospitality business that's resilient, profitable, and ready for anything, ditch those outdated business plans that you know how they are these days. You need a series of playbooks that are dynamic, actionable, and ensures every single person on your team knows what success looks like and how to achieve it day after day after day. Don't just plan your business. Run it with purpose and execute it with precision. If you are ready to, break free from the guessing game and you are ready to build a business with unstoppable clarity, you can join my Startup Masterclass, which is happening live each and every month. This masterclass saves you over $500 and equips you with everything that you need to start, but also stabilize and scale the correct way with clarity. Thanks for watching or listening. And as always, please like, subscribe, and share, and let's keep reinventing hospitality together.